Welcome to Backstage Pass, Rockstar Pro Wrestling's official podcast. It's the ultimate opportunity to look behind the scenes at Rockstar Pro and hear from the wrestlers themselves. Now here are your hosts, Kris and Mark Turner.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 40 of Backstage Pass, Rockstar Pro Wrestling's official and original podcast. How do you like that, Mark?
That's great. We're on episode 40. We're finally over the hill now. We've gotten over the hill.
Halfway dead. How about that?
Halfway dead. It's a pretty great feeling to be halfway dead. You know? Like 40 episodes, though, for real. That's a major accomplishment.
Yeah. How many of those have you been on?
I'm not sure. I missed the first, 6, 7, something like that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is it that few?
I don't know.
I feel like maybe 10. Maybe you came on 10 episodes or so in.
Could have been 10, yeah.
We have researchers to look that up.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. What's Griffin Gunn up to, by the way?
Oh, being awesome, I assume.
Okay. All right. I haven't seen him in a long time. I thought he might be fully dead. We're halfway.
Oh, no. He's still around.
He's still around?
I just saw him over the weekend.
Okay, good.
He was a little worse for the wear, but he's doing all right.
Okay.
He had a long weekend, addressing the admirers and so forth.
Addressing the admirers?
Yeah, he goes out there, he makes himself seen.
I find that hard to believe.
Well,
I assume you think you have admirers as well?
Well, in the sense that the foundation has admirers,
Right.
It's not about me, Mark. It's about the family.
It's not about you?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
It's about the family. So speaking of that, let's start off. We have something a little different here.
Oh, we do?
We're going to do a bit of an unboxing. And everybody loves an audio unboxing, right?
Absolutely.
We have found here at Rockstar Pro Arena the official Von Erich family World Class Championship Wrestling game.
Absolutely. This board game looks amazing.
Yeah, we can't really find a date on it.
No.
But there's some famous names on the back here.
Absolutely. If we play this, I'm definitely going to be the handsome half-breed Gino Hernandez.
Wow, that's more than a little racist, I think.
Well, I mean, I am handsome. I don't know. I'm not half-bred, but...
Half-breed, wow.
I don't know.
I kind of like the looks of Kelly Kiniski here.
Yeah.
But everybody knows One-Man Gang.
Absolutely. Iceman King Parsons is on here. That's pretty awesome.
Kevin, Carey, and Mike Von Erich.
Yeah, this is pretty great.
Let's see. Game comes with everything you need for play. A pair of dice, a game board, scoreboard, a deck of action cards.
I like how it just has basically a Wikipedia profile of, the Von Erich family, too.
Yeah.
During the 1950s, Fritz Von Erich.
I feel like anyone buying this board game would already know all of that.
Probably, right?
Oh, wow.
Probably not a huge market for it out there.
Yeah, not these days, maybe. I don't know, collectors, but it comes with its own little wrestling ring here.
I think we're setting the new bar. Oh, here's Gino Hernandez right here.
There he
is.
We're
setting the new bar for excitement here on an audio podcast. We're just going to play a board game and talk about it.
Well, we're not going to play it, but we're going to look at it. Oh, Carey Von Erich, high flyer. There's the elbow card. Body scissors. This is kind of cool. Maybe we'll have to do a special edition in the future.
I like that.
Where we actually play this game.
So basically, you just found this game. Earlier, you're acting like we have a brand new sponsor, but you just
No. Yeah, this is. Okay. I don't think we're gonna get a sponsor from a board game from. There we go, 1985.
Wow, there you go.
This game's almost as old as you, Mark. Almost. Not quite.
It's pretty awesome, but maybe we should get into the actual Rockstar
Pro
Wrestling part of this
absolutely.
Podcast.
Yeah. So we haven't had an episode since spring break.
Since
before spring break, actually. I think.
Wait.
Is there somebody at the door? I think I hear something.
What are you nerds in here talking about?
We're talking about this Von Erich family board game.
That looks interesting.
It looks awesome. Do bad dudes play board games though? That's the thing.
I don't know, bad dudes. Actually, we like to sit down on a Saturday evening after the show, play us a little bit of a Monopoly, have a couple ice cold beers.
Yeah.
I'm always the thimble. Pompano likes to play as the car.
Oh, okay.
But I'm always the banker, and I win every time.
You win every time?
I like it. I like the way this man plays.
I noticed the banker seems to win a lot when I play.
Well, hey,
I don't know what the deal is with that. But
skimming a little off the top. It's standard operating procedures these days.
Well, that was quite the cameo there by Jeremiah walking in.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, he's always the thimble. You learn something new every day.
Never know what you're going to get on the Backstage Pass podcast.
Never know you're going to get it all. But
so let's talk a little bit about the fallout from spring break, Mark.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we just heard Jeremiah walk in here. I
Right.
almost said saw, but
Well, we saw him. Our
we
audience
saw him,
didn't.
yeah. I mean, my eyes were open.
Yeah.
But the Bad Dudes, they've been on a tear lately, haven't they, Kris?
Oh, that they have. They took down Dave Kris teaming up with Zach Spades at Spring Break, but that was hardly the end of this confrontation.
Absolutely not. I mean, it's been going back and forth between OI4K and Bad Dudes, and we have more members of the Bad Dudes now. We got RC Cardinal and Percy Davis are part of the Bad Dudes. And
let me correct you real quick. RC Sniper, not RC Cardinal.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you
Ricky
should be.
Cardinal, the RC Sniper.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, they've really been gelling the last few weeks for
Oh, yeah.
sure. I mean, these guys are on the same page, and they're a true threat to OI4K, which is hard to imagine, really.
Oh, well, that's the thing is I think you never see a single Bad Dude.
Right.
They always travel
Yes.
in at least a pair. Often you're going to see all four of them.
Right.
I think that's been a winning strategy for them so far.
Yeah, they like to use the numbers game to their
Sure.
advantage. That's absolutely for sure. But that's not the only thing that went down at Spring Break. We also had Zachary Wentz retain the American Lucha Core Championship. What a great matchup that was when he defeated Ron Mathis, your boy.
I'll give it to Zach. He worked really hard during that match.
Yeah.
And he locked on that chokehold.
Yes.
I kind of thought it was an illegal hold, but the referee didn't call it that way. So
Referee's right there, didn't see it.
That's how Wentz got the win. But I think more importantly, later on that very evening, the Foundation, Jake Kris and Ron Mathis, took down the Hooligans. They defeated them to keep their tag team titles.
Yeah, they did successfully retain the tag team championships, but I don't know, maybe we'll talk about this a little bit later, but they might be in jeopardy of losing those championships. They have a tough week coming up here.
They have a tough few days ahead of them.
Yes.
I will not deny that. Tonight, they take on the Hooligans. Friday, well, if they beat the Hooligans tonight, which I'm confident they will do.
I don't know, that's quite an if, though.
It's a big if, but they've done it before. I believe they'll do it again. They take on Bro Warriors at Gym City Slam.
Yeah, and the Bro Warriors have been on an absolute tear lately. Ever since adopting this Bro Warriors, what a pump mentality.
Yeah.
They've been undefeated. They've been on an absolute roll. And in fact, they even pinned the Foundation. They even pinned the Rockstar Pro Tag Team Championships champions in a non-title matchup. I mean, they've been on a roll.
You can stop talking about the Bro Warriors for a moment now. You can gush over them later. For now,
I will.
I think we're kind of burying the lead here.
Okay.
Because in Spring Break, we crowned a new Rockstar Pro World Champion.
Absolutely. We should have started off with this, like you said.
Yeah.
Aaron Williams won the four-way matchup. He's the new Rockstar Pro World Champion. And, I mean, that just feels great to say. If there's one person in this company, in my estimation,
Your estimation.
that deserves to be called a world champion, it's Aaron Williams. This guy's the heart and soul of Rockstar Pro. This guy has been here since day one. He's done it all in this company, and it's so great to see this guy as a world champion.
And it was at Spring Break in that fatal four-way match. He took on the champ at the time, David Starr. He made it a world champ.
Yes.
Championship, pardon me.
That is correct.
Desmond Xavier and Jonathan Gresham,
Yeah.
and Aaron Williams, the BMA, came out on top.
Yeah, he did. And what an awesome matchup that was, by the way. An incredible matchup. I mean, that was one of the... We've had a lot of great events here, but that was a great main event. That was one of the better main events we've had in recent memory. And, everybody that has the Rockstar Pro Network or doesn't have it, they need to pick up the Rockstar Pro Network and check out Spring Break.
It was a great show.
To see that main event.
A phenomenal show, no question. I personally thought the tag team matchup was the highlight of the night for me. I also really enjoyed our Canadian brethren coming down to take on four of Rockstar's best. That was really great too.
Yeah, it was a great night, no doubt about it.
But let's move on because the world did not end at the end of Spring Break.
That's correct.
And Amped has been action-packed ever since. As you already said, Bad Dudes are continuing to single out OI4K, really trying to wear them down, but OI4K have teamed up with their longtime friend Trey Miguel. He's joined the fray.
Yeah, and Trey Miguel, he's been very impressive. I mean, you
Definitely
can see the skills in this kid. He's been training with OI4K. He's been traveling with them.
Right.
He knows them. He knows Dave and the gang very well. I mean, and he's very talented. This guy's competed in Ring of Honor before. I mean, this guy's got a lot of talent, and I mean, he's quite a weapon, no doubt about it. And if he helps OI4K in this war with the Bad Dudes, that's a great ace to have up their sleeve.
Sure,
right
sure.
there.
You know, you said something I've never heard OI4K referred to before as Dave and the gang.
Hey, well, Dave Kris, I mean, he's the king of Dayton, and I know that Zachary Wentz, everybody else in that group, Aaron Williams, obviously a world champion. Everybody is great athletes, no doubt about it. But Dave Kris, he has to be the patriarch of the OI4K family, right?
Sure.
This guy started the whole thing.
I'll give you that. I don't know. With that sort of language, I expect Danny DeVito to come busting through the door asking what the action is or something like that. But that's not the case, because we know where the action is. It's right here at Rockstar Pro Arena. And I love, personally, seeing this rivalry between Kyle Maverick and the ultra-violent vegetarian Mikhail. Tensions are running high there.
The ultra-violent vegetarian?
Yeah.
I can't get over that name.
Get over it.
This guy changes his name every week. It's hard for me to keep up. He's the mid-card messiah. He's been
that for months.
He's been simply known as a vegetarian. What is he? What's all the names? It takes 10 minutes for me to spit it out. But the thing is, Kyle Maverick, this guy has been beaten down by Mikhail. I mean, he beat him up with that chair. I think we talked about this before the last podcast. But
bloodied him.
It's been continuing. I mean, week in and week out, Mikhail just comes out, takes out Maverick or takes out Samantha Heights.
He punched Samantha right in the face.
Samantha Heights. And last Wednesday, he just carried Samantha Heights to the back after punching her, and Kyle Maverick has no idea what's going on.
Well, did you see what happened after Amped?
No, what happened?
Mikhail.
Yeah, you better get it right. I've been fined.
Was having a nice conversation with JP. He was about to give him some very important information on camera. Yeah. Maverick just attacks him out of the blue back in the office.
Oh, you're acting like it's not condoned? I mean, this guy's
don't condone it.
This guy's been beating up his girlfriend left and right. He's been attacking him with a steel chair. It's about time that Maverick gets some revenge on him.
Mikhail is a principal owner of this company, Mark.
He is.
You don't attack the management, no matter what they do.
I don't think management should be able to run wild and do whatever the hell they want, beating people up. Those sound like crimes to me.
Yeah, well, that would sound like a crime to you, because you're all PC and you're worried about hurting people's families and their feelings and all that stuff.
He beat up a girl with a chair. I mean, come on.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, right? It's equal rights here in Rockstar. It doesn't matter if you're a man or you're a woman. You're a competitor. Once you set foot into that ring, you better be ready for anything. And if Samantha Heights and Kyle Maverick weren't ready to be attacked by chairs wielded by Mikhail and Wings, well, they just, I think, should have been better prepared.
I mean, it wasn't a match. It was after the match. Mikhail wasn't involved in that match. That's assault, man. I mean, come on.
You're assault.
It doesn't matter.
You're assaulting my senses.
Okay, well, let's just move on to the next topic here.
Okay, that we will.
Agree to disagree.
Yeah. Oh, here's something I love. You know, I'm not a huge fan of Spades.
Okay.
I won't deny his talent, but to see him spear JT Davidson was one of the highlights of my last month, Mark.
It seems like JT Davidson isn't a fan of Spades either. I mean, this guy's been verbally attacking him, and he's questioning a lot of Zach Spades, no doubt about it. I mean, frankly, he said the guy is untalented. He said he's boring. I don't know. He's attacking a lot of the ability of Zach Spades, and Spades got some revenge with that spear, no doubt about it. I'm sure Spades would love to spear him again.
Well, we'll see.
If I may add something to
we have somebody coming in late here.
If I may add something
Sure, yeah.
Somebody that wants to talk here. Yeah.
It was the fact that Zach Spades has been doing the same stuff for the past 3 years.
Okay.
He has not evolved. He has become rather boring.
All right.
Don't take it from me. Go back and watch the film, because we've been doing a lot of it, because I put my name on the line to bring him back, and he's done nothing to up his game.
I see.
And that's what JT's trying to do, is get him to realize his full potential. It's not like he's attacking him. Let's not say JT is attacking him. I will say that JT is trying to make him realize his full potential.
Okay. So he gave him a verbal dressing down, but you can't deny that Spades attacked JT afterwards. Well, that was brutal.
True. And that's what he needed to do, isn't it? It's time for him to make an impact. And if he's not going to make an impact, then maybe he should go elsewhere.
Well, you do make a point. I mean, and JT Davidson said it, Spades, the spear is an awesome weapon that he has. but has he done anything else besides that spear? I mean, that's the one thing he's known for. But, I mean, like Dave, Kris, take you, for example. Like, you're always evolving your moveset and everything, and you're always making sure you can do what you can do to be on top here in Rockstar Pro. And that's kind of what JT Davidson was telling Zach Spades. He needs to pick up his game here, right?
Well, that's exactly what he needs to do. And if he's going to try to climb the ladder of success, if you will, at Rockstar Pro, you constantly have to evolve your moves. You constantly have to do something different because we wrestle in front of the same people, and I'm talking about the guys in the back, week in and week out. So everyone's paying attention to the monitors.
Yeah,
everyone's on the stage watching because everyone wants to know like what that person's doing so we can have a competitive edge. It's the same thing if you're in the NFL. I'm going to watch what Seattle's doing. I'm going to watch what the Bengals are doing. I'm watching what everyone else that are at the top of the league's doing, so when we play them...
Right. Can't be predictable.
Yeah, exactly.
Intelligent competitors scout their opponents. No question about that.
And Spades, if you go back and scout him out, he's been the exact same opponent for the guys for the last 3 years. And he took, what, a year off?
Yeah,
I think so.
A lot of time off.
When he came back chubbier, came back
bird.
slower, and he came back with the same arsenal of moves. You figure he would have something different, but he doesn't.
Well,
and that's the points JT's making.
Okay, fair enough. Here's what I think.
And did you just wet yourself?
No.
Is it my mere appearance that makes you wet yourself?
Kris, you do look a little damp down there. I mean,
really?
You look a little flustered.
We're going to go there.
Yeah.
You look majorly flustered. I'm sorry that I just broke in and took, but I figured...
I kind of like when Dave's here. Why not Dave and I just run the
Why couldn't Jeremiah still be here?
Well, I'm just saying, every time that I come around, you're nowhere to be found.
Well,
and when you are to be found, you're cowering like a girl.
There's nothing wrong with girly things, right?
I love girls.
Yeah, me too. I guess
I'm sure. You sure look like one right now.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Let's just say
The
we
bearded
run
lady.
we run in different circles. We have different families.
Oh no, you happen to be a member of a family that happens to be a brother of mine.
That is true.
Yeah.
Which would make me blood.
To me?
Well, you're more like the redheaded step.
Oh, Mark's the ginger. Come on.
Oh, come on.
Leave that out of this.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you're like the daughter that no one wanted.
What?
You and John Murray are the same person.
Wow.
This is my podcast. When did this become Attack Kris Polandauer?
Hey, this is great. Maybe we should have our own podcast, Dave.
We can do that.
Yeah,
hey, why don't we just kick him out and I'll just continue? I'm just kidding. I will not steal your thunder. But to go back to the point I'm trying to make, and I'll give you guys a little scoop.
Okay.
Yeah, please. Give us an exclusive.
I'm not going to be here for the Gym City Slam.
Really?
I will not be.
Well, that's a shame.
lot of people are asking. I haven't really addressed it, but I will not be. I will be in Chicago with my Killer Cult brethren.
Okay.
And
Well, that's
going there. But what really sucks is I felt like if I was in this year's Rumble, I would have won it, and this would have been my opportunity to finally get an opportunity at any title here at Rockstar.
Right, and that's going to leave a big opening in the Gem City Rumble. This is a big opportunity for everybody else here, no doubt about it.
Yeah, this is a massive chance for you missed. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand that you have business to do in Chicago, but this is a big deal. I appreciate the info here.
Well, I'll give you another scoop here,
okay,
Kris.
Give us another one.
This year, I have my eyes set.
Okay.
I have my goals set for the year.
Okay, hit us.
This year, I will participate and I will win the Cicero Cup.
Hey, I like that.
Wow. Bold prediction here on the Backstage Pass from Dave
I'm
Kris.
just very confident right now.
Yeah?
I'm in probably the best shape of my career.
Yeah. Hey, Mark can attest that I have complimented your physique on commentary.
Yes, he has. It's
I appreciate
compliment.
that.
Yeah.
But
I appreciate hard work.
I'm making sure that this year is my year.
And, of course, the winner of the Cicero Cup gets a shot at any championship he sees fit as well.
Any championship.
And if Aaron Williams is still the Rockstar Pro champion, it Is that who you'd gun after if you win the Cicero Cup?
No.
No?
Really?
Wow.
Family doesn't gun for family.
Okay.
If
I can respect that.
If the kid is still champion, Lucha Core champion at that point, it'll be me and Dad's going to have those tag titles because the only way to become the most successful faction is having all the belts.
Wow.
And that's kind of what we're focused on right now. We're not focused on individual wins and losses. As a group, we want to become the best group Rockstar Pro has.
Speaking of groups, what about Bad Dudes attacking you guys lately? I mean, what a rivalry this has become between OI4K and Bad Dudes, right?
Well, I mean, if you look at it from this standpoint, 2 bad dudes needed to make a name for themselves. And then they added 2 other dudes.
That they did.
And those 2 dudes, no one really knew. And I'll tell you what, it seems as if Percy and Mr. Cardinal has really made a name for themselves here.
Absolutely.
After attacking us. And it's just a wise move because if you want to become the top of the food chain, you got to take out the top of the food chain. And let's be honest, we are the top of the food chain. We sell the most merch. We have probably the best win-loss record in Rockstar right now. And, I'm not trying to take away anything from the foundation, but the win-loss record as of late has not been very impressive. Well, Wings has not done very well. Of course, Grits and Gravy has not done well. Mike Hell has not done well. The only gyms you guys have really is Jake and
the tag team champions.
No, you're absolutely right, and I can't take anything away from those guys. But to back to the point at hand, 2 bad dudes. They needed to make a name for themselves, and that's exactly what they're doing right now. They went from being mid-card guys to being top-level guys like that.
And that's exactly what they told us that they planned to do when they formed as a group. The idea was OI4K says they're at the top of their game, at the head of the pack. Well, that's exactly where they're going.
Well, I'm not trying to ask for a compliment here, Chris, and I'm not going to intimidate you by any means. But please, tell me how we're not.
Well,
exactly. Tell me how we're not the top of the food chain right now.
You don't have the tag team belts, do you?
No, but we got the world.
Sure.
We got the Lucha Core.
Right.
So it's 2 belts against 2 belts.
That's 2 out of 2. I'd say the Foundation and OI4K are at equal setting then.
Okay, well, let's look at the win-loss record.
That's not. So moving on.
Because wouldn't that make you the top?
I believe it would, Chris.
Yeah.
Right now, you are willingly admitting that we are the top of the food chain. Ben claims to be the Lion King.
Mm-hmm.
He can be the Lion King all he wants because I'm the king of Dayton.
Okay.
And if I want to go eat lion, I will. I am the top of the food chain with OI4K. Myself, Aaron Williams, Desmond Xavier, and the kid, Zachary Wentz. And then if you want to go ahead and add Trey Miguel into that as well. Because if you ask me, I think he made quite the impact.
Certainly did.
Nobody was expecting that.
Nobody.
And we had 2 bad dudes number that night, didn't we?
Yeah.
Indeed.
Well, without you being at the Gym City Rumble this coming Friday, bad dudes probably see this as a huge opportunity. They'll have to play
Nobody knows.
The numbers.
Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Oh, we're the first to know.
We're the first to know.
Okay.
Well, this does go out late Wednesday night, early Thursday morning. So if bad
let's
dudes
be
tune
real.
in,
Do you think the bad dudes are going to be coherent enough to listen to this podcast?
after tonight?
I don't know.
I don't know. I know that after an amped, they like to tie one on, let's say.
Well, there's a reason why they call themselves the mini bad dudes.
There's many of them.
Yeah.
And they're bad dudes.
And that's what I was getting at. If there comes a point in the Rumble where all 4 of them are in the ring at the same time, that could be a huge advantage.
But then again, you have the opportunity. I'm assuming Aaron Williams is going to be in that Rumble. I'm assuming the kid. I'm assuming Dez.
Right. Yeah.
You never know. Maybe Trey will be there.
Right.
You never know which one of our friends are going to be there to catch our back. And that's the thing about being me is, and my brother has the same credentials as I do.
Absolutely.
We have many friends on the independent scene.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times have you seen a random dude come in who happened to be one of the top guys on the scene?
Absolutely.
And, they just so happen to be one of my friends.
Yeah.
And just throwing this out there to you, you never know what you're going to get in Rockstar Pro. You never know who's going to show up.
That's true. Especially in a Rumble style match.
Absolutely.
I mean, I believe this is an open invitation for everybody on the indies right now, and anyone who wants to come in and try to make a name for themselves at Rockstar is a good opportunity.
This is their chance. The biggest chance of the year, I'd argue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say so. Yeah.
100%.
If you're not in that title picture, this is your opportunity to get right up
Or
there.
if you're just not in the company, period.
Right.
Absolutely. So, well, let's go ahead and take it to our Spotlight segment. I know you've booked the Spotlight segment.
Yes, I have. I'm real excited
always
about
a
this.
mess.
Dave, listen to who we have on the Spotlight segment tonight.
Let me hear this.
We got Sex and Pecs. We got the Bro Warriors.
Oh, the Bro Warriors!
Man.
They're going to teach you how to lift.
Oh, I can't wait for that.
They're going to teach you how to sup it up.
Do we really have
Have
to
you
do
ever
this?
seen a gym, Chris? You know what? Let's
I've
talk about
seen
that.
one. I told you, I live by one. I see it all the time.
Okay,
I don't go in it.
Why not?
Why should I?
Why
I get
should
by
you?
with my brain and my voice.
Yeah, but maybe they will explain to you how fish oil will help you with your overall brain function, along with your cholesterol health, and losing a little bit of that body fat that you're getting in there.
It's there, I know.
Yeah, the gym would help you with that. And actually, you could be on a treadmill reading.
Yeah,
See, there you go. I've just
Man.
explained to you how a gym would help you out.
Dave is.
I'm taking notes right now. This is good stuff.
And I'm not even a bro warrior. I just hang out with them.
He's trying to help
You've
me.
seen the selfies.
Yeah, we've seen.
Have you seen shoulders on show day? Have you seen? Look at these shoulders.
Yes, we've all
because
seen
it's
it.
show day.
Yes.
Can we just get to the
Hashtag
spotlight?
that.
Yeah, let's get to the segment
Please.
right now. This is awesome.
Oh God.
It's time for the Rockstar Wrestler Spotlight.
And Chris, here it is. I'm excited for this right here. Here are the guests on the Spotlight segment of
Yeah,
the
I see
Backstage Pass podcast. We have Sex and Pecs, the Bro Warriors here. Man, I'm excited. Look at them. These guys are making gains here tonight.
Clayton Jackson, Darren De Niro. You guys know this is an audio podcast. You don't need to have your shirts off for this.
What? Brother, it's a lifestyle, man. Why wear shirts when you look like this?
Well,
It's a good point, Chris.
I suppose.
People got to see the gains. You know what I'm saying?
It says gain around the
People gotta see
microphone.
the
We're
gains.
just living that lifestyle.
Yeah, that's a different type of gain. That's volume.
I don't worry about that type of stuff.
Yeah, like high volume reps in the gym. You know what I'm saying?
right.
That's how you get a pump, brother.
Perfect,
That's how you get a pump.
Oh,
Absolutely. I mean, you guys are an inspiration. Let's get right into it.
It's
You
going to
guys,
be a long interview.
you guys are inspirational. I mean, you guys are
you.
so upbeat. You're so happy. You're always talking about all the gains you're making. I need to ask you. I've been trying to hit the gym lately because of you guys. Like, what do you think my gains? How's my pump looking right now? Chris, what do you think?
Your pale skin is blinding me.
Oh, well, that's not
He
what it's
doesn't mean
about.
that. You look great. I
Oh,
just like
thank
to
you,
point out
thank
that
you.
nobody owns a nicer tie than Mark Turner.
Oh, man,
that
it's
is
beautiful.
fact.
Man,
you can check the facts on
he
that
can
one.
even tell when I'm not wearing a tie.
I can tell.
How good they
I can
are.
tell.
It's great. It's wonderful. Well, what about Chris? Do
my
you think
God.
Chris is
Please,
getting his pump on?
let's
I
not
don't
do
think.
this.
I don't know. Has Chris ever seen?
I'm still
You've seen
con-
a gym, right? In passing.
Yeah.
I don't really know
Brother,
what
they
those
ain't gonna
things
bite.
are on your
If you really
shoulders.
want to go, you go to Planet Fitness. No judgment zone. Eat the pizza. Keep the physique up, brother.
What?
Eat that pizza at Planet Fitness. I think that's more up your alley.
How can you eat pizza and keep the physique up? Those seem counterintuitive to me.
I think it's going over your head, brother.
Well, while you guys are talking about working out in this, I'll be keeping notes throughout the podcast. If you talk about your protein shakes, your workout shakes, and all
I
that
should
stuff, I'll
probably
just
get
be
one of those
taking
soon
notes.
if you have one on
Yeah.
you.
Okay. But let's get right to. Let's talk about your wrestling careers. You guys have been on a roll, but let's talk about how it all started for you guys. Like, what was your path to becoming professional wrestlers? How did that all begin for you guys? Clay, let's start with you.
Brother, it's just it's something I want to do all my life, and the opportunity arose, and I just ran with it.
There you go. That simple, right?
And you trained right here at Rockstar, right?
I did.
Yeah.
This is my home. One of the best places to train, especially in the local area if you're looking to do so.
Absolutely. I mean, you're a proud Rockstar Pro graduate, and wherever you go, you put that name on your back, right?
Absolutely.
And Darren, how about you?
Brother, I just wanted to be a wrestler my whole life. My dad tricked me into real wrestling, amateur wrestling, mat wrestling when I was 5.
He tricked you.
Yeah, I asked where the ring was the first day.
Ah,
He
Wasn't
said,
there, brother.
wasn't there.
Wasn't
Started
there.
crying. Then I became a man through wrestling. And
Okay.
I said, this time, you're not fooling me again. Doing it for real. Gonna start wrestling.
So were you one of those guys in like school that you were tricked into? You thought you were going to choke slam people when you showed up to? Okay,
I was pretty upset about it, but I stuck with it for 17 years for some reason.
That's a great background to have, though. The amateur wrestling. I mean, I'm sure that comes in handy, right?
True. I wrestled a bear once. I won.
Yeah?
I wrestled the Yeti
Was
once.
Tracy Smothers there when you wrestled?
I wrestled the Yeti to a draw. He cheated, but I did defeat the Yeti in the
He
Himalayas.
cheated just to get a draw?
Yeah.
That's how good you are?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm a quite proficient mat wrestler.
Were you even born when the Yeti debuted?
Not the Yeti wrestler, the mythical creature. Have you been living under a rock?
Wait, you wrestled a mythical creature?
Right.
Yes,
Twice.
the Yeti,
Was
the
it
cousin of
twice?
Bigfoot.
What, you didn't hear him?
It was a draw, no, only once. He didn't want a rematch.
That's what it was.
Okay.
This is completely off the rails. This game
it's
train.
amazing.
The game
off
train
the
stays
rails.
on the rails, Chris.
It
when
doesn't.
we want it to. When we want it to.
Now, how did you guys get together? How did you guys become a tag team here? I know you guys, for a while there, we had a couple individual
take this one,
wrestlers
brother?
here. I mean, what was it? What was it?
What Ludus was it?
I don't even remember.
Ludus, I was just a lost soul.
Yeah?
Coming by myself, but
was.
Instincts called the wild style, my fellow jacked brother, and picked me up.
Wow.
Took me in, and then I evolved.
You
into
evolved?
sex.
You evolved into sex.
Sex. They heard about the past, the history. And
Very
then,
quick thing that happened.
Yeah.
We hear a lot about you being the tender terrorist, or I don't know if you still are. Is there a new thing out there besides Tinder?
I've been researching a lot. I'm sticking to Tinder and Bumble
Okay.
at this point.
You told me about Bumble. Bumble seems like
Bumble,
a good idea.
it's super easy. Girls have to message you first.
Chris, please don't
Hey,
use that
you
stuff.
know what? My private life is my own.
Okay.
Tell me how many
Concern.
confirmed Tinder kills you have, brother.
I think at Tinder alone, I'm up to 45 confirmed kills.
45,
Wow.
brother. 45.
But you refer to your sexual conquests as kills?
Yeah.
Isn't that
Confirmed
Because I
kills.
murder that.
Confirmed
I'm not-
kills.
I'm not- it's a family
45,
show.
brother.
It's a
45.
relative family show.
that
here.
is disturbing?
But,
You're
Clayton,
disturbing,
I mean,
Chris.
Thank you.
I know Darren's the one that's known as sex. Clayton, do you partake in any of this tender action going on? Or?
Not really, brother. It's
Okay.
it's hard.
Even with those pecs?
It is. I really
Women are
have
intimidated by how chiseled he is.
I have a strong relationship with the dumbbells right now, and I like to play the field. I can pick up the 50s, the 100s, whatever I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I'm feeling, brother.
Okay.
So you're dating some people in the Rockstar Nation. I've always referred to them as dumbbells. Is that what you're getting at?
I have no comment, Chris. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, that was a ridiculous question, Chris. You know what? Why don't you just
Hey, take over, man.
take
Just-
5 here? I
Let me
mean,
check my phone.
so you guys became a tag team here, and what was that transition like, going from singles wrestlers to a tag team? How did that? How was that?
I was in
here
a
at
tag
Rockstar?
team in the past, but I was by far and away the jacked one. So
Yeah.
now that's some of my equal jackness with these chiseled shoulders and washboard abs. I
Hashtag
feel
shoulders
comfortable.
on show day.
So
That's what
comfortable.
that
It
about.
was like a match made in heaven.
It was.
What's that all about? What's shoulders on show day? Why do you
Hashtag shoulders on show.
Well, we like to work out our shoulders on said show day.
Why?
Chris? Because you get a pump and you look bigger for the show.
Okay.
Not saying that we're not.
Did you
big.
see us press
I
slam Ricky
said
Cardinal?
Bigger.
I saw it.
Bigger,
I saw it.
brother.
We could have won 100 reps if we needed to. That's how hard we work our shoulders. We
That's
decided to
what
let them
that
off
goes
easy.
back to what volume means, Chris. Volume, bro.
Okay, let me ask you something, because Mark, I know you can ask the questions here, but I'm curious. You keep talking about it. What's because some of our listeners may not know. What's this concept of the pump?
brother.
The
pump it's the pump. You know what I'm saying?
Your muscles are larger. They feel stronger.
It's when the blood is just coursing through your veins and they're popping out. Hashtag Team D-Skin. You know what I'm
Hashtag
saying?
Team D-Skin.
Hashtag Team D-Skin. They're popping out, brother, and you just got all these veins and the vascularity. You know what I'm saying? It's just...
one of the best feelings in the world.
So
Only second to be touched by a woman.
have you guys seen Pumping Iron?
yes.
They
So
live it.
Is it
live it, brother.
is
Live
it-
in the
is it-
gimmick.
Yes,
it
it's
as
true. It's true.
Arnold
That's
did?
what
It's
Arnold
true.
said.
Arnold
It's a
is the
family show.
man, and he does not tell a lie.
Oh man,
brother.
that's gross.
Well, you guys are talking about the pump right now and all that. I mean, speaking of which, how did you guys become the Bro Warriors? Where did that come from? That
Because it was
SPF.
SPF,
One day,
right?
well, Flex is on the shelf still, and one day we were just
It's a big shelf because he's jacked. Let's just
Right.
throw that out
Quite,
there, bro.
quite.
How is Flex doing, by the way? I mean, we haven't heard.
recovering
from
still.
Flex.
He's still recovering. It's a long process. He really hurt his knee pretty
Yeah,
badly.
I miss Flex.
Me too.
I
Me
don't.
too. But
Take it back.
Figured you wouldn't.
anyways,
I miss it.
So one day we felt lost. We
Yeah.
weren't really winning a lot of matches. We looked great. Our wrestling win-loss record not so much.
Right.
And one day, what are we missing? We We needed an edge. We need to think, reevaluate what we're doing. And then we just saw one day, watching two of the most beefiest, juiciest, dominating wrestlers of all time, two technical wizards in themselves.
Technical
The
wizards.
Road Warriors.
They put on clinics, brother.
If you want
Technical wizards.
any young wrestlers out there, don't watch Dean Malenko, don't watch Chris Jericho, don't watch William Regal. Watch the Road Warriors and learn to wrestle, brother.
There you go.
Oh my god.
They'll teach you how it's done.
You can also watch Jim Cornette's knees explode. I think in a good Road Warriors match.
But then we evaluated. And after watching that, we're like, look at us. We're beefy. We're juiced. We run clinics. We're technical wizards. We're just like them.
brother.
We are the new version of it. But we're not really on the road. I mean, we are, but we're not. In fact, we looked at ourselves in the mirror like, what are we? We're Bro Warriors. The Legion
Of games.
Gains.
There you go.
What a pump,
A
Chris.
pump. And
What
it
a
was a
pump,
light bulb,
brother.
a eureka moment, and
He
you
can't
never look
spell
back and-
Eureka.
I can't.
It's a hard word to spell.
It's Urkea, right?
I don't know.
Close enough.
I don't know.
You're
Horseshoe's
close.
hanger autocorrect was invented for
Not
that.
quite.
Exactly. But I mean, there's no denying the success that's happened after you guys became the Bro Warriors. You guys are undefeated as a tag team since then. You've been on an absolute tear. You even pinned the Rockstar Pro Tag Team Champions, Jake Kris and Ron Mathis. You know,
In a non-title match.
it was a non-title match. But this guy right here to my left, Chris Poland, he believes that was only a 2 count in that matchup. He believes Clayton only pinned him. For
And you had a
2.
handful of tights. I saw it.
He also doesn't lift, therefore
Yeah,
his
that's true.
statement is invalid.
Hey, I like that.
Sheesh.
I remember that one.
True.
But you guys are on a tear, and you guys have a championship match this Friday at the Gem City Slam, whether it's against the Foundation or the Hooligans. We'll find out the winner of that tonight.
Doesn't matter. We beat them both, brother.
There you go. You guys are confident, right?
Does it look confident?
Yeah.
If the video was on this,
I
you'd
mean,
see
you
two
tell me,
juicy men
brother.
flexing, looking
Absolutely.
confident.
I think Clayton, those pecs have been popping this entire interview, and it's
Lord.
really hard for me to focus.
They have a mind of their own sometimes.
Yeah,
They
it's
really
like
do.
they're uncontrollable.
They really do.
Nice.
Okay, good.
Put your wiener back in your pants, Mark. Jeez.
Hey, calm down.
Hey, it's 2016.
Why are you
That's
looking,
acceptable.
Chris?
Yeah,
Why are you
right?
looking down
Don't
there?
be a bigot.
I'm not bigoted. It's just, he really loves you
The
guys.
Bro Warriors love everybody too.
I mean, I've been trying
Even
to make...
me?
Questionable.
Well, remember, I'm trying to make gains myself here, so I mean, I
You're
had
not
pecs
trying,
like
Mark.
that.
You are making
Oh,
gains.
thank you.
You
Thank
are.
Mental. It's all mental.
Mental?
You
Okay.
versus
gotta
you,
believe in
brother.
yourself.
I need some more advice on that. Like, I see you guys downing those protein shakes when you're on the way to the ring.
This isn't a self-help podcast.
What? It isn't? What do you got? What's your pre-workout routine? Should we even talk about this on the air?
God, can
Why
we?
not?
Did you,
First off,
why are we still
I
doing
gotta
this?
give a big thanks to my dad, Hollywood Dale,
Hashtag Hollywood
for
Dale,
blessing me
brother.
with the greatest genetics of mankind.
I don't know if you've seen this man at the merch
He's still
table.
juicy.
He's
He works
more
my merch
chiseled than
table.
half the locker room, brother.
When you grow up with a man with a golden mullet and jacked muscles, you have to be great. If not, it's not acceptable. So
What was that hashtag again? I'm good at
Hollywood Dale.
Hashtag Hollywood Dale, brother.
Hollywood Dale. Let's get that.
My
trend.
dad could beat up any dad on this planet. Just letting you know.
I would go
Fact.
as far as say any man.
Actually, I don't even want to wrestle him because I might lose.
Can we get these
Might
idiots
is
out
out
of
of
here?
the question.
They just keep
I want this to go on all night.
But anyways,
I got to work out at some point, Mark.
You need to work out.
That's how you
We
keep
don't
the
want to
pump
keep them
brother.
going.
That's how you keep the pump going.
I mean, I know you guys. I saw Clay do some push-ups during this interview here, but I mean, I know you guys got to get your pump on.
100, brother.
I don't-
Count it, 100.
I don't want to
We
keep you
live this
going, but
life.
thank you guys so much for being a part of the podcast tonight. This was my
Idiots.
favorite interview ever. How about you, Chris?
Foundation's gonna kill these guys.
Oh,
brother, how many wins? How many wins,
I
Clayton?
can't even count that high,
Clayton,
brother.
we only know how to count to 3, brother. And this Friday, Gem City Slam, tag titles, that's happening to Gainesville. Blue Warriors out. What a pump!
Had enough Backstage Pass? Too bad! Here's more!
and we are back here on the Backstage Pass podcast. And Chris, are you all right? You fell out of your chair there. I
I hurt
think
my back a little.
Oh, you hurt your back?
Little
I
bit.
think sex scared you right out of the chair.
Well, he started yelling and coming at me. I mean, it's like a
Inspirational. That's
monster
What
coming at you.
it was.
Jesus.
It was inspirational. I mean, I can feel the pump right now. I'm ready to hit the gym myself.
I don't see how those girls on Tinder can withstand that.
I'll tell you what, this might be my favorite podcast episode ever. Episode 40 is one to remember. I mean, we had Dave Christ on here. He made you pee your pants a little bit.
We had Jeremiah. Let's not forget about that.
We did have Jeremiah.
Bad dude himself.
Yeah, Dave Christ scared you a little bit, and then Darren De Niro came in here and scared you a little bit. It was pretty fun. It was a good time.
Are you finished? Can we talk about Gym City Slam now?
Let's do it. I can't wait for Gym City Slam.
Me either, because there are some great matches lined up for Gym City Slam. Let's start off with this one, because I think this is great. Wings, the Foundation's own Wings, has challenged Ace Perry to a tar and feather match at Gym City Slam, coming up here on Wednesday, May 6th at Rockstar Pro Arena.
Friday, May 6th.
Thank you. Yes, you're right.
But yes, a tar and feather match. I mean, that's going to be very unique. I can't wait to see this one. That's going to be exciting. And I believe Wings is mad at Perry for what? His good looks? What?
Well, he feels like Perry came in, tried to kind of take his spot, basically.
Well, we'll see what happens in that tar and feather match. That's something I can't wait for. Another big matchup we have the American Luchador Championship on the line. Zachary Wentz defends against Remy Wilkins, the longest reigning American Luchador champion in the history of that championship. That's going to be a big-time matchup right there.
I believe it was Wilkins who brought that title to Rockstar Pro. Now he's going to have his hands full with Zachary Wentz, who seems to be building a lot of confidence.
No doubt
as
about
he gets more and more wins under his belt. I know he's more confident with me. He and Des stole the glasses right off my head with an elaborate ruse last week.
Yeah, that was awesome. And Zachary Wentz, a win here over the longest reigning champion in the history of that championship, could really solidify his reign for sure. I mean, this could be a big victory, a big opportunity here for Zachary Wentz. But that's not all we have.
No, we also have the tag team champions in action. Fingers crossed it's going to be the Foundation, but it could possibly, on an outside shot, 1 in a million chance, be the Hooligans.
But what we do know is that they're facing off against the Bro Warriors. The Bro Warriors are getting the tag team championship match at the Gym City Slam. You heard them earlier. They are ready for this matchup. They are pumped. And they're ready to make some gains with the championships this Friday. I can't wait for that matchup.
It's going to be something.
And then after along with all those matches, we also have the Rockstar Pro World Championship on the line.
That's right.
Aaron Williams defends against Pepper Parks, TNA star and Ring of Honor star Pepper Parks. This will be a big-time matchup here. Pepper Parks made a name for himself in this area years ago, and he wants to come back, and he wants to win gold in the process.
Hey, the word is spreading across the entire world of professional wrestling that Rockstar Pro has a world championship.
Yep.
Aaron Williams happens to be carrying that title right now, and that means everyone in the world of indie wrestling is aiming for Aaron Williams and his title.
Absolutely. We have Pepper Parks getting a shot this Friday. I mean, we have Ethan Page wants a championship match in the future. I mean, we have people all over the country, the world, gunning for this championship, just like you said. And speaking of that championship and all the championships, we also have the big one. We have the Gym City Rumble we see once a year.
That's right.
The most unique matchup of the year. The most unpredictable matchup of the year.
Oh, without a question.
The Gym City Rumble, and the winner of this Rumble can challenge for any championship that he wants for the next year. A huge opportunity in this match.
That's right. The winner of that Rumble, he or she,
right,
could go for the American Luchador Championship. They could find a partner and go for the Tag Team Championships, or they could even challenge the Rockstar Pro World Champion within one calendar year.
Absolutely. This is an amazing opportunity. We don't know how many people will be in the Rumble yet. Could be 20, 25, 30. We've seen as much as 30 in the past here in Rockstar Pro Wrestling. We know that. And you never know who's going to be in this matchup either.
Right.
I mean, it could be anybody in the scheme of independent professional wrestling. It could be Rockstar Pro guy that you know and love. It could be somebody brand new we've never seen before. You have no idea.
There's one thing I've learned in my few short months working with you, Mark, and that is in professional wrestling, you never say never.
Yeah, I mean, I was even in a Rumble a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah, don't remind me.
Yeah, I don't even know if I want to remember it, to be honest. It didn't end very well.
No, it did not.
So but you never know what's going to happen in that match.
That's true. So we hope to see you here Friday, May 6th. That's this coming Friday.
Friday, Chris.
Doors open at 7. First bell's at 7:30. It's the Gym City Slam right here at 1106 East 3rd Street in beautiful Dayton, Ohio.
Well, Chris, here's the 40 more episodes, man.
Hey, May episode 40 be with you.
Hey, there you go. I like the Star Wars reference, man. Hey, I saw you brought in an R2-D2 today. You own an R2-D2, like a what is that? A huge size R2-D2?
It's an astromech droid.
Okay.
You've never had one before?
No, I haven't.
Oh, man. They're essential when you're flying your X-Wing.
What?
That's all for this episode. Be sure to come back for another edition of Backstage Pass Rockstar Pro Wrestling's official podcast.